So, brother, you see this. I'm putting the finishing touches on your gift. I hope this blows your mind. I'm doing this myself. Kind of an artsy, crafty type deal. You know what I'm saying? But this is for you, my brother. I made this video because I want you to know that brother, I hope tomorrow, when you receive this, it's one of the greatest gifts that you've gotten. It doesn't cost much. That doesn't mean anything. You know, I would have liked to getting you more, but this comes from the heart, and you know, this is something that God led me to do, and I really, really hope you enjoy it. So God bless you, and I love you.
Forward, march. Start, time, march. Color, halt. Freeze and arms.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands, one nation,
Under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, arms. Left wheel, march. Forward, march.
Well, Bryant, it's been 36 years. 36 years of public service to this country, to the United States Air Force, and to the town of Marana. What an accomplishment. You've been with the Arizona Department of Corrections and Pima County Corrections as well as a corrections officer. Here with the Marana Police Department, you've been a field training officer and lead police officer. What a great accomplishment. If I can have a few words about Officer Brewer, he's an ultimate professional. Not only as a police officer, but as a person. His outlook on life is healthy, physically, mentally, mind and spirit. He's all about life. He embraces life. We had a conversation this morning, and to put into words, you said to me, every day is a blessing. And that's what your outlook on life is, and it's special. I just want to thank you for your service to the town of Marana Police Department, to the town of Marana, and being a true friend. I think this is a testament when we have people that have retired in the past that are showing up today to celebrate your retirement, and that just shows the type of person and a police officer you are. So congratulations.
Hey Brian, I still remember the tour of the bridge that we did about 5 years ago, and you were a great guy then, and you're still a great guy, and because of people like you, Marana is really growing and doing great things. I wish you all the love and respect, and hope you have a great retirement.
Lieutenant Brennan just said, but this was the official proclamation read at the council meeting on December 6th. Whereas Brian Brewer has served the Marana community as a police officer since December 4th, 2000, was promoted to lead police officer in 2011, and takes great pride in building good relationships between the police and the citizens. And whereas prior to joining the Marana team, Brian served in the U.S. Air Force from 1980 to 1988, where he received a number of commendation and achievement medals in law enforcement and security training before being honorably discharged. And whereas he then commenced a career as a corrections and security officer for a number of law enforcement agencies in Arizona and Bucks County, Pennsylvania, where he had returned to take care of his terminally ill mother in 1990. And whereas Bryant has accumulated nearly 500 hours of industrial security, incipient fire, emergency tactical response, firearms, and correctional officer training, and whereas Bryant and his wife Johanna have raised 4 children in the Marana community, and he now plans to relax a little and significantly improve his golf game when he retires on December 30th, 2016, in addition to continuing to contribute his talents where needed, as he has done throughout his professional life. Now, therefore, the Mayor and Council of the Town of Marana recognize the personal and career contributions and exemplary service of Bryant Brewer and wish him continued good health and happiness in the next phase of his life. Dated the 6th day of December 2016, signed Mayor Ed Honey.
I'm a little sick, but I won't get too close to you, brother. You know, I got a chance to say a few words about Bryant the other day at the council meeting when the proclamation was read. And we have a few things that we want to give you here, Bryant, in just a couple of minutes. But I want to take a few minutes to kind of reiterate some of the things that Lieutenant Brunikamp just said. You know, here's a guy who has spent a lifetime serving his country, serving different communities, being a public servant. And, you know, we talk about it around here all the time, about what a public servant is and what it means to be a true policing professional, and the emphasis that we place on helping people in our community. And I have to tell you, you know, when I first got here, I sat down and met with, you know, virtually every single person in the organization. And that was 6 years ago. I don't know if you remember this, but I had a meeting with you over by, yep. And actually I had several meetings with him, actually. I kept going back to him. And got to know Bryant really well. And Bryant, right off the bat, was somebody who wasn't afraid to speak his mind. Very respectful, but wasn't afraid to tell me what was what. And what was broken, what needed to be fixed, and how it needed to be fixed. And so he pretty much laid out my game plan for me, you know, for the next 10 years. So it was kind of nice to be able to have somebody that had that kind of knowledge of the organization and was willing to speak his mind. And I found out as I began to get to know Bryant a little bit, I had no idea he was a poet and a writer and a philosopher, and he had written books, and he began to bring his books to me, and I'd read through some of his books. So you have just really an incredible, I was going to say young man, and he is a young man, because you look at him and you go, holy cow, he's a young guy to have served 36 years in public service. I'm not going to tell you how old he is. He can tell you that if he wants to, but I'm always amazed. I tell you, he kicks the crap out of people in pickleball. I know that, right? Isn't that true? Do we have any pickleball players over here? See, do I have a witness? Oh yeah. Yeah, see, I got a witness here. He's pickleball champion. But Bryant, you know, I'm just so honored to have gotten to know you, and we kind of developed I would say, a special relationship. And as a police chief, it's always important to be able to have people that you can go to and get honest feedback from. And you know how many times we sat and had conversations. You'd pop into my office and say, you know, hey chief, just want to say hi. And I'd say, hey, come on in, sit down, right? And we'd sit down and I'd ask you questions about things that are going on, and you'd say, well, you know, I think I got a problem with this, or we have a problem with that, or why are we doing this, or why are we doing that? And I'd explain things to you, and you say, you know, chief, I think you need to get out there and you need to tell people that, right? So I'd go out there and I'd tell people that, and it made a difference. So having somebody who had the kind of wisdom and the kind of character and the kind of maturity to be able to sit down with you know, the top person in the organization in terms of the organizational chart, and to be able to freely speak your mind has been of incredible help to me.
Good luck in the future, brother. Glad to be in. Honor working with you.
All right.
Said it before, I'll say it again, man. Happy for you, man. Enjoy your time.
All right.
Me and Brian, we started off at the academy. He was my mentor.
Wow.
Came out of the academy, gave me a lot of support. I learned a lot. Great person. I hope you enjoy it. You've earned it. A lot of respect to you. A lot of love to you, brother.
All right.
Community for the town as a whole. You're not just a police officer, a guy wearing a uniform, you know, carrying wearing the badge and the gun and enforcing laws. You're a true ambassador who cares about people. So it's a Town of Marana branding iron that's put in a shadow box, and it has Bryant's name, dedicated service, and it gives the dates from December 4, 2000 to December 30th, 2016, Town of Marana Police Department. So we'd like to give you that. We get in the shades. A flat badge with his retirement credentials, his retirement badge, and his retirement ID. And we should have. Do we have the?
We have two in there.
Huh?
We have two in there.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Yeah, we got it.
So yeah, you can't give an empty wallet. So there's $2 in there, man. Does it cost anything to play pickleball? You can play a couple pickleball games on us. Show your retirement credentials as well. I got here just putting the badges, the various badges that he's worn in his career here at the town of Marana, the medals that his LPO stripes, and then his name and years of service here, his badge number, nice patch, something nice to commemorate your time here, to be able to hang on your walls and just kind of look back fondly, I'm sure, because I know how much you love this place and love the people here. To be able to look back fondly on your time here at the town of Marana. So, thank you. Bryant, dude, I love you, man. I'm going to miss you. I can't even tell you. One of the main guys I talk to time and time again when I need a little bit of help, a little bit of advice, a little bit of knowing what's going on in the department. So, dude, I'm going to miss you immensely. I hope you come back and visit me, but most of all, I hope you have an amazing retirement, brother. God bless.
I told some people earlier today, been doing this for a long time, and today is the very first day that I've been really, really nervous all day long. I'd like to thank all of you for coming out today. Words can't describe what I feel right now as far as looking out there at all of you. You didn't have to be here, but you are. And like the chief said, those that have retired in the past and those that are just starting with us, it means a lot to me. I'd like to also thank, first and foremost, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for giving me safety and giving me guidance throughout the years that I've done all that I've done. There's a lot of people I do want to thank, but I can't thank everybody. There's just not enough time. But there are some people I'd like to acknowledge today. First, the town of Marana for taking a chance on me. Marana Police Department, the chief and the people he designated to put this together today, Lieutenant Brunikamp, Jennifer Magnalardi, thank you for all you've done for me with the retirement. I'd like to thank somebody sitting back in the last row on this side here, and he probably doesn't know I'm going to thank him at all, but my town manager, Gilbert Davison. He done a lot of ride-alongs with me throughout the years, and we shared a lot of time and a lot of things together as well, so thank you. I'd like to thank Roberto Jimenez, Bobby Durfus, and I'm looking to see if I can find a bunch of the there he is. Bobby Durfus, how you doing? Will Hess, he's my sergeant presently, and he's helped me through this whole process and throughout the years. Sergeant Hess and I started off pretty rocky in the beginning. I'm sure he'll remember. I felt like we were going to fight it one day after a briefing. And he brought Lieutenant Brunican in to help mediate the fight, but it never happened. And we still work together today, and thank you for all you've done. And like I said, I could thank everybody out there. I mean, this is my family for the last 16 years. There's a bunch of you that have been here longer than I have, and throughout those 16 years, and there's some that are brand new here today. And yes, I did FTO field train some of you, and I wish you the best in your future. And this is a trying time in our country. You got to stay safe and count on one another. I know we have our hard times with each other. Sometimes we don't like one another, but that's what happens in families. You argue, and you find a way to get past those arguments and love one another. Take care of each other, and understand that all you have is each other. When I'm talking about certified officers, take care of each other. Last but not least, I'd like to thank someone that has been with me throughout my whole life. She's endured a lot of pain just like I have. She's always been there, regardless of what went on or what I was doing or where I was at. And I'm talking about my wife, if she would come up and join me.
All right.
There's a little something for her because I feel like Christmas came early for me today, but it wouldn't be fair for all she's done over all these years, and we're going to celebrate her 20th anniversary in June, to walk away without nothing herself. So there's a plaque for her here, and I'll read it. It says, Marana Police Department Law Enforcement Wife. You accepted the commitment and promise to serve by my side. You tell me how different I have become, but your love and dedication remain strong. You always hold me close when I cannot explain the pain of my day. You suffer thoughts I would not return to you, being left with a final kiss goodbye. Your sacrifice and respect for the shield I wear gives me the support and strength to protect and serve. Your service will always be awarded by our community. Officer Brewer could not have completed December 30, 2016.
I did. I told him, congratulations, Brewer. I'm very proud of you, man. I love you like a brother. I always have and always will. You're very fortunate and blessed. I love you, Brewer.
Hey, Brian,
congrats.
I remember the first day I met you. You were driving by the house. You know, and you saw the car, and you're like, hey, you know, I want to be a cop. You know, and now you know you retire. You know, I hope you have a great retirement and enjoy the rest of it. I got to stop by your house and learn to play golf. Because, but I probably have to bring you a helmet because I don't know how to hit the ball correctly.
All right, I got a little video of that. All right.
Yeah, remember you did with that picture?
Thank you. All right, buddy.
You were at Greenbelt for like 6 years? Body eating, you know, stuff like that. You just
Sleeping pattern, all that.
See, at that time of the night, I wanted to be busy because, like I said, just sitting in that car. Yeah,
Love it,
I do.
Congratulations.
oh yeah, because that's what you have to. That's why.